Hey everybody, it's Kyle from Growing Up Garden. On today's episode, we're doing another update video on my raised bed that has the 5 different soil mixes in it. The plants have been growing for 12 weeks now, and it's quite amazing what's happening with the test. As you can see, that goes from the smallest to the biggest, and I'm just amazed at what happens when you amend your soil. So in this section, I have the Boogie Brew Pro Compost Tea, Pure Protein, Nature's Pride, Organic Solutions Worm Casting, C90, Foundation Mycorrhiza, Boogie Frass, Boogie Bricks, Boogie Base, and Azomite Rock Dust, and Gaia Green Glacial Rock Dust. So as you can see, my peppers in this section are just completely loaded with peppers, and they taste amazing. Got tons of tomatoes coming off of this. These are Romas. Really good tomatoes for making sauce. And then these are early grow tomatoes, and the tomatoes are the largest tomatoes. And sunflower in this section actually has 2 flowers, and one flower has 2 heads on it, which is pretty cool. And they look really nice too. So I guess I'm going to show you guys the flower. Look at that bee on there. And I think the sunflower is maybe, let's see, 6 feet tall. That one, 6.5 feet tall. This is what am I looking at here? This is a zucchini I just showed you. I didn't have any zucchinis on there. I probably picked it a few days before. So in this section, the next section, I have Boogie Brew Pro Compost Tea and Pure Protein. And the main base is just compost from the Solano County dump. And it actually grew the tallest sunflower. And the sunflower actually has the biggest stalk on it. It's really nice and thick. The peppers in this section aren't doing as good as the other section. It does have a lot of new growth on it. I did harvest, I don't know, a few days probably before I shot this. The tomatoes in the back are about the same size as the one with all the soil amendments, but it's not producing as much. I mean, it's got a few, but decent sized tomatoes on it. And the Roma isn't producing near as much as the other one. So we're going to move on to the next section. So the section in the center is the soil I've been growing in for the last 2 to 3 years. It's just compost that I make, compost from the Solano County dump, mixed with azomite rock dust and the Gaia Green Glacial Rock Dust. And it actually grew a really tall sunflower, taller than the others, but then it started to kind of bend over because the stalk isn't as sturdy as the others. This is a crookneck squash I have planted in the center, and it's not really producing too many crooknecks. Does have a few tomatoes in the back, but as you can see, it's nowhere near as tall as the ones with the Boogie Brew products. So here you go, you can see for yourself. So we're going to move on to the next section, I think, here. So the next section is just straight up compost, and it's from the Solano County dump. And everything grew pretty well. I didn't add anything to it, but the leaves on these plants are kind of a yellow. They got a nice, not nice, but they have a yellow color to them. It's not really producing too much yield right now. Let's see. There's a few tomatoes. Nothing too crazy coming out of this section. Tomatoes about the same size as the one with my soil mix. Nowhere near as tall as the ones towards the right. And we're going to talk about the final section. So the final section is the one with the native soil from my property, which is kind of a sandy soil. And basically the plants are just stunted, like majorly stunted in growth. That the stalk on the sunflower is probably as big as my finger or smaller. And then, yeah, the pepper pretty much is dead. Oh yeah, this is the pepper in the compost. Not too much growth out of that. But yeah, the pepper in here, I've tasted one of these peppers and they taste awful. There you go. Thumbs down. And then the tomato looks like it's about to croak. It does have a few tomatoes, but they didn't taste that good. So, and then the Roma tomato is covered in weeds. Tons and tons of weed seeds in my native soil. The weeds are doing good though. And then the crookneck in the center is basically toast. And all of these plants have been watered with filtered water. I'm using the Boogie Brew Plus water filter on everything. I'll give you guys a shot of the difference in growth. Pretty amazing. I hope to do some other tests in the future. I think my next test will be growing in my native soil, and then so I'll have 2 beds with native soil, and then what I'll do is I'll amend one of them with either Boogie Brew compost tea or maybe pure protein or worm castings. We'll see. So that'll be coming up maybe next season, so stay tuned for that. Alright guys, so if you want to have results like I'm having with my testing bed, you guys are going to have to amend your soils with something. Because I know most of you probably have really shitty soil at your house or wherever you guys live. It's probably not the best soil, so you want to amend that soil with some high quality stuff. So I recommend, if you had to get 2 of the products that I'm using, I would get the Boogie Brew Pro Compost Tea and the Pure Protein, because that stuff really does work. Because look at the bed, the second bed from the right. Look at how big it's actually the biggest, the tallest sunflower, and it has the largest stalk. So things grow really well in that mixture. And then the main base is compost. So you do want to get some kind of a compost to grow in. You want to amend your soils with compost. That would be number 1. You got to have organic material in your soil in order to grow really high quality stuff. Get some rock dust. I do like using the rock dust. I've been using rock dust longer than I've been using the compost tea. And when I started using the rock dust, things really changed. Like, major difference in taste. It makes the food taste sweeter. It's really interesting how food tastes when it's grown with high quality soil. Like, I know why most people don't like to eat vegetables and fruits, because the fruit and veggies at the store, they just taste like shit. They don't taste good. The fruit isn't sweet. Even your vegetables can be sweet, like have a sweet taste and even taste kind of salty. It's really interesting. Like our artichokes last year, you didn't have to put anything on them because they tasted so amazing. Plain, like I couldn't believe it. I thought there was salt and sugar on the artichokes. They taste so good. Another reason you guys are going to want to amend your soil is the yield you're going to get off your garden. My garden has never yielded so much produce before. I've gotten over 600 pounds so far out of the garden, and the season is not over yet. The year's not done, and there's still tons and tons of things that I can harvest. So definitely amend your soils for that reason alone. You know, it really doesn't matter how big your plants get, like the actual plant itself. What matters most is yield. And all I can say is the bed that I have all the Boogie Brew products in has yielded the most produce. Alright guys, so I think I'll end the video here. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe for more videos like this and for more gardening how-to videos. And we will see you guys next time.